Spare a minute to do this social experiment with me. Get out there and ask any man how women fall in love. Chances are that they'll tell you about something intangible like chemistry or rapport or some invisible or random spark that either happens or doesn't happen. Others put everything on luck or fate. I'll admit this much to you. I am constantly baffled at how most men are problem solvers and systematic thinkers, and yet they never apply their analytical skills to their love lives. Instead, they spend their lives chasing some finger-in-the-air idea like chemistry or sexual spark, never realizing there's a scientific process or tangible formula behind it. As I teach in Shogun Method at shogunmethod.com, we now know that women never fall in love randomly. A woman's attraction to a man is predictable like clockwork and follows a strict step-by-step sequence. We call this the IRAE Model, probably the world's first ever roadmap on how a woman is attracted to a man. In Shogun Method, IRAE stands for I, R, A, and E, or intrigue, rapport, attraction, and emotional enslavement. For a woman to bond with a man emotionally, she must first feel intrigued by him. Then, she develops non-sexual rapport with him, building comfort and trust. After rapport, she gets sexually attracted to him. Finally, she's emotionally enslaved to him. I've written this at length in the free digital book you should download at IRAEModel.com. But here's the most important thing to know about the IRAE model. The most crucial stage is the intrigue, or I stage, because none of it starts without the first step. Think of intrigue as the ignition switch. If there's no spark, there's no fire. End of story. So how do you light that spark? Shogun Method practitioners use what we call the Intrigue Igniter. We're going to go super deep, so remember to take lots of notes. But before we get to that, here's something you need to know. When a woman meets you for the first time, she feels only one of two emotions: interest or disinterest. That's it. There's no middle ground. She's either curious about you or she's already mentally swiped left. Sure, this can change over time, but first impressions are sticky. Once she boxes you in as meh, you'll probably stay there forever. So the question becomes, how do you trigger interest instead of indifference? Here's the truth most guys can't handle. Women don't fall for men because of what they say. They fall because of how a man makes them feel. If you walk up to a woman and say, "Hey, you're cute, what's your name?" Congratulations, you just made her feel bored, defensive, or awkward. You've joined the line of every other guy who said the same thing to her that week. You didn't stand out. You didn't make her feel anything new. And that's why you lost before the conversation even started. Now, let me show you the Shogun Method Intrigue Igniter in action. All it takes is a tiny shift in timing, but it changes everything. And here's how the igniter works. Instead of blurting out your compliment or question, you add a short pause, just long enough for her to engage before you finish. Instead of saying, "Hi, you're cute, what's your name?" say, "Hi, excuse me, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but..." Then, wait for her response. Let's say she responds with something like, "What is it?" And once she responded, you finish with, "You're cute. What's your name?" That's it. That little pause flips the switch, and it makes all the difference. You should apply the same principle to any opener. For example, you could open a woman by saying, "Hey, I just saw you back there, and I wanted to tell you something important." Then pause. She says, "What is it?" You say, "You look cute but somewhat kooky. I thought I'd tell you." And if she responds mid-sentence, she's unconsciously signaling interest. Her brain goes, "I'm responding, so I must be interested." And just like that, you've pulled her into emotional momentum without her realizing it. This is a tiny shift, but makes a huge difference. That's the Shogun Method Intrigue Igniter at work. It's not magic, but cold, hard scientific psychology, and it's how you take control of the emotional flow from the first word out of your mouth. Now, here's where it gets interesting, so pay close attention. As you've learned in the IRAE model, igniting intrigue is only step one. You must build on the momentum and escalate it to the next stage in the IRAE model as quickly as possible. Because if you lose it, it's game over. That's where fractionation comes in. Think of it as the cornerstone of Shogun Method. Fractionation is how you take the initial spark and turn it into full-blown emotional addiction, leading to the enslavement stage in the IRAE model. As any seasoned Shogun Method practitioner will tell you, interest fades unless you feed it with contrast. The female psyche feeds on emotional cycles. Up and down, warm and cold, closeness and distance. That's what keeps her hooked, and hooked for good. With fractionation, you learn how to do this on purpose and with strategy. We'll teach you how to use it to trigger her emotions in waves until she's attached to you in a way she can't explain. The sad thing is, most guys will never understand this. They'll keep chasing logic and rationale while women live in a world ruled by emotion and intuition. They'll keep memorizing and spouting silly pickup lines while shoguns quietly own the room. That's the difference between trying to impress her and making her feel something she's never felt before. And if you're ready to learn this crucial skill, then here's your next move. Go to fractionation.org. That's where the real training begins at the Shogun Method online masterclass. Inside the masterclass, you'll see how fractionation works, step by step. You'll understand how to use it to spark interest, deepen attraction, and build emotional addiction, brick by brick. Before you sign up, let me warn you. Shogun Method is not for everyone. Weak men will run from it. The curious will watch and get excited, but they'll never act on the knowledge. Only the strong and the masculine will dare to jump into the rabbit hole to see what's really possible. But if you're done guessing how women fall in love, and if you're ready to stop playing the surface pickup artist game and start leading from the position of masculine power, then you're ready for fractionation.org. That's where you stop being a spectator and start being the man in the arena. To join the Shogun Method online masterclass, click the link in the first comment below this video. And if you can't find it, go directly to this site, fractionation.org. Do it now.